What if I told you that some of the most destructive plants in America are also edible and surprisingly delicious? Welcome to Timeless Gardening, where we turn common weeds and invasive species into culinary adventures. Today you're going to learn about 10 invasive plants that you can safely forage and eat, from tangy shoots to sweet berries. These plants aren't just troublemakers. They can be transformed into meals that are good for you and good for the environment. Before we dive in, remember this. Always positively identify any plant, avoid areas that may be contaminated, and start with small amounts when trying something new. Safety first, even when foraging for a good cause. If you're ready to discover edible invasives and turn them into tasty dishes, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our gardening tips and foraging guides. Let's get started. Plant number 1, Japanese Knotweed. Japanese knotweed is one of the most aggressive invasive plants in the United States, spreading rapidly across gardens, roadsides and riverbanks. Its dense growth can crowd out native plants and damage infrastructure, making it a serious ecological problem. But despite its reputation as a relentless invader, the young shoots of Japanese knotweed are completely edible and taste remarkably like rhubarb, offering a tart, slightly sweet flavor that works beautifully in both sweet and savory dishes. To prepare Japanese knotweed, peel away the tough outer layer of the young shoots and slice them into bite-sized pieces. You can steam, sauté, or even bake them into pies and jams. The best time to harvest is early spring when the shoots are tender, before they become woody and fibrous. By foraging and eating Japanese knotweed, you're not only enjoying a unique ingredient, but you're also helping to control its spread in your local environment. Plant number 2, Dandelions. Dandelions are everywhere, from lawns and parks to roadside edges, and while many people consider them pesky weeds, every part of this plant is edible and highly nutritious. The leaves have a slightly bitter peppery taste that works perfectly in salads or sautés. The bright yellow flowers can be made into teas, wines, or even fritters, and the roots can be roasted as a coffee substitute. Dandelions are rich in vitamins A, C and K, as well as minerals like calcium, iron and potassium, making them a powerhouse addition to any meal. Foraging dandelions is simple, since they grow abundantly across the country, but make sure to pick them from areas that haven't been treated with pesticides or other chemicals. Younger leaves tend to be milder, while mature leaves are more bitter but still edible. By incorporating dandelions into your diet, you're not just enjoying a free nutritious food, you're also taking advantage of a plant that thrives in disturbed areas, turning what's often seen as a nuisance into a culinary opportunity. Plant number 3, Kudzu. Kudzu, famously called the vine that ate the South, is notorious for its rapid growth, smothering trees, power lines, and entire landscapes across the southeastern United States. While it's a serious ecological threat, Kudzu is surprisingly versatile in the kitchen. The young leaves are tender and mild, the flowers have a subtle sweetness, and the roots are starchy and nutritious. In traditional Asian cuisine, Kudzu has been used for centuries, and it can be incorporated into a variety of dishes, from soups and stir-fries to teas and desserts. Its mild flavor makes it easy to pair with other ingredients, and it absorbs seasoning well, making it a surprisingly adaptable plant for creative cooking. When foraging kudzu, look for the young shoots in spring or early summer before the leaves become tough and fibrous. The leaves can be steamed or sautéed like spinach, while the flowers can be added to salads or used to infuse syrups and teas. The roots, once cleaned and boiled, can be mashed, roasted or ground into flour as a thickening agent for sauces and soups. By harvesting and eating kudzu, you're not only enjoying a unique and versatile ingredient, but you're also helping to slow the spread of a plant that has taken over millions of acres, turning an environmental challenge into a culinary opportunity. Plant number 4, Garlic Mustard. Garlic mustard is a fast-spreading invasive that takes over shaded forests and crowds out native wildflowers, causing long-term ecological damage. Despite its aggressive growth, the entire plant is edible, from the roots to the leaves and flowers. Its flavor is a unique combination of garlic and mustard greens, bright and slightly pungent, adding a bold kick to a variety of dishes. By harvesting garlic mustard, you're not only enjoying a flavorful ingredient, but also helping to give native plants a chance to thrive. In the kitchen, garlic mustard is incredibly versatile. The leaves can be chopped into salads, blended into pesto, or added to soups and sautés, while the flowers make a visually appealing and flavorful garnish. Even the roots can be used as a seasoning in small amounts. The best time to harvest is in spring, before the plant flowers, when the leaves are tenderest and the flavor is most vibrant. Using garlic mustard in your meals is a simple yet effective way to turn an invasive plant problem into a delicious solution. Plant number 5, Purslane. Purslane is often overlooked as just another garden weed, but it's actually a nutritional powerhouse, packed with omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and antioxidants. Its succulent leaves and stems have a slightly lemony tangy flavor that works beautifully, both raw and cooked. You'll often find purslane thriving in sunny disturbed areas, like gardens, sidewalks, and vacant lots, which is why it's considered a weed, but in the kitchen it's a hidden gem. When using purslane, you can add the leaves and stems directly to salads for a fresh crunch, sauté them with garlic and olive oil as a side dish, or incorporate them into soups and stews. The plant's mild flavor pairs well with a variety of ingredients, making it a versatile addition to many recipes. Harvest it throughout its growing season, usually late spring through fall, and try to pick the younger tender shoots for the best texture and taste. By eating purslane, you're not just enjoying a free and healthy food, you're also helping to manage its growth in your local environment. Plant number 6, Wild Amaranth. Wild Amaranth, often called pigweed, is a fast-growing plant that can quickly take over gardens, fields, and roadsides. Despite its invasive reputation, it has a long history as a food source, with both its leaves and seeds being edible and highly nutritious. The leaves are tender and slightly earthy, perfect for sautéing, steaming, or adding to soups, while the seeds can be cooked like rice, popped like popcorn, or ground into flour for baking. This connection to ancient grains makes wild amaranth not only a practical food source but also a link to traditional diets around the world. When foraging wild amaranth, harvest the young leaves before the plant matures for the best flavor and tenderness. The seeds are best collected once they have fully ripened and dried on the plant. Cooking the leaves is simple. A quick sauté with olive oil, garlic and a pinch of salt highlights their natural flavor, while the seeds can be incorporated into breads, porridge, or as a protein-rich addition to salads. By incorporating wild amaranth into your meals, you're turning a common invasive into a versatile and nutritious ingredient, while helping to keep its spread under control. Plant number 7, Autumn Olive. Autumn olive is a shrub that has spread aggressively across the eastern United States, often forming dense thickets that crowd out native plants. Its small red berries, however, are packed with nutrients, especially lycopene, a powerful antioxidant known for supporting heart health and overall wellness. The berries have a tart sweet flavor, making them ideal for jams, sauces, pies, or even eaten fresh for a healthy snack straight from the bush. Harvesting autumn olive is best done in late summer to early fall, when the berries are fully ripe and firm. The shrub's thorny branches can make picking a bit tricky, so gloves are recommended. Using autumn olive in your kitchen not only provides a nutritious addition to your meals, but also helps reduce its spread, giving native species a better chance to thrive. By turning these berries into jams or desserts, you're creating delicious dishes while actively participating in ecological management. Plant number 8, Watercress. Watercress is a fast-growing aquatic plant that often takes over streams, ponds, and shallow waterways, outcompeting native vegetation. Despite its invasive tendencies, it's a nutrient-dense green that has been enjoyed in culinary traditions for centuries. Peppery and slightly spicy, watercress is rich in vitamins A, C, and K, as well as minerals like calcium and iron, making it a powerful addition to salads, sandwiches, soups, and sauces. When harvesting watercress, it's crucial to pay attention to water quality. Avoid plants growing in polluted or stagnant water, and rinse thoroughly before using. The leaves and stems are tender, and can be used raw for a fresh peppery flavor, or lightly cooked to retain their nutrients and taste. By incorporating watercress into your meals, you're not only enjoying a flavorful green, but also helping to manage its spread in local waterways, turning an invasive challenge into a culinary opportunity. Plant number 9, wood sorrel. Wood sorrel is a common garden and woodland plant that spreads quickly, often forming dense patches that compete with other vegetation. Its most notable feature is its bright lemony flavor, which comes from both the leaves and flowers. This tangy taste makes wood sorrel a refreshing addition to salads, soups, teas, and as a garnish for a variety of dishes. Despite being considered a nuisance in gardens, its culinary potential makes it worth foraging responsibly. When using wood sorrel, moderation is key, because it contains oxalic acid, which can affect those with kidney issues if consumed in large amounts. Harvest the young leaves and tender flowers for the best flavor, and rinse them thoroughly before use. By incorporating wood sorrel into your meals, you're not only adding a unique citrusy note to your dishes, but also helping to control its spread in your garden or local environment. This little plant proves that even some of the most prolific weeds can have a place on your plate. Plant number 10, chickweed. Chickweed is a common lawn and garden weed that thrives almost everywhere, yet it's surprisingly mild and versatile. As a food, its small tender leaves have a flavor similar to spinach, making it perfect for salads, sandwiches, or cooked like other leafy greens. Chickweed is also packed with nutrients, including vitamins A, C, and minerals like iron and magnesium, making it a healthy and readily available ingredient for your kitchen. The best time to harvest chickweed is before it flowers, when the leaves are most tender and flavorful. It grows year-round in many areas, so you can forage it in multiple seasons. By incorporating chickweed into your meals, you're not only enjoying a free, nutritious green, but also helping to manage its growth in gardens and lawns. Simple, easy to use, and endlessly adaptable, chickweed is a perfect example of how an invasive plant can become a valuable and sustainable food source. And here's a little bonus tip just for you: foraging safely and sustainably. When foraging invasive plants, always prioritize safety and sustainability. Make sure you positively identify each plant before consuming it, as some edible lookalikes can be toxic. Avoid harvesting from areas that may have been treated with pesticides, herbicides, or contaminated by pollution, and start with small amounts to ensure your body tolerates the new food. In addition to safety, think about the ecological impact. Target areas where invasive plants are particularly dense, and focus on harvesting plants that are actively harming native species. By doing so, you're not just enjoying unique flavors and nutritious ingredients, you're also actively helping restore balance to local ecosystems. Combining mindful foraging with responsible cooking turns invasive plant removal into a rewarding and eco-friendly culinary adventure. By foraging and eating invasive plants, you're doing more than just discovering new flavors. You're helping protect native ecosystems and reduce the impact of these aggressive species. From tangy shoots to sweet berries, each plant on this list offers a unique taste while giving you the chance to make a positive environmental impact. Remember to start with 1 or 2 familiar plants, introduce new foods gradually, and always ensure you're properly identifying what you harvest. Every meal can become an opportunity to make a difference. If you enjoyed this guide to edible invasives, make sure to subscribe to Timeless Gardening for more tips, hacks, and foraging inspiration. Help the environment one meal at a time.